we're live, Sean.
Hi. Hello. Welcome to Roll for Damage. Our skills above adjacent campaign that our fair Nova is leading us through the twilight seasons of, as we are getting closer and closer to dealing with that pesky Tiamat and the myriad other horrors of this world. I'm going to turn things over to the curator of such horrors, Nova. Hi, who are you? Where are we? Who's this? Who am I? Who's you, Ozzy?
You are struggling
When
today.
are we?
When?
No one ever asks when.
Yeah, okay. So, welcome. I am Nova. This show tends to air on YouTube for Roll for Damage, elsewhere for streaming. We will... My brain is as bad as yours, Sean. I was like, yep, I had a sentence and it just cut
contagious.
off halfway through. Thank you. Thank you. It's spreading.
It sounded so gross.
I'm contagious.
I thought it would sound funny, and then I sound like a child who came to school with like the flu, or with chicken pox. Is what
I brought the show and tell.
Here's all my germs.
Sneeze on every other.
I'm actually contagious because I have a cold.
Okay.
Well, my smile is contagious.
Hi, I'm Nova. I'm the DM. This is my world, and we're having hopefully a good time in it tonight. I only really do things here, and I will be everyone that's not these people. Sarah, you're up.
Fabulous. Hey everyone, I'm Shro. I'll be playing Tig. I'm happy. I'm here to be helpful. Also about Tig, same thing. All in all, just here to help out. Doesn't really know why she's here, but just found some nice people after she went for a walk and doing her darndest to just make them happy and fix all the situations regardless of the consequence, because that doesn't matter. Yeah.
Shannon, it's you.
Okay. Hi. Hello, everybody. I'm Shannon. This is my nerd home, Paradise Productions. And on Mondays, I play our party warlock, Saskia, formerly known as our party rogue, Scarlet. But in this game, I am one of two party barbarians. I play Sloan, and Sloan's going to have a little bit of a little stuffy nose today because Shannon also has a little bit of a stuffy nose, so sorry about it. I am the community manager for Paradise Productions, and yeah, you are contagious, Sean. Damn it. Wait, my brain just...
I'm becoming powerful. Absorbing all of your psychic vibes.
Yeah.
Is Saskia a warlock?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's
Why
a
did I think
fathomless
she
warlock.
wasn't?
Fathomless. What'd you think she was?
I don't know.
What did you think she was?
I
Did you just say I don't know her?
I don't know. I don't know her. No,
I don't know who. I don't know you. What are you doing in my house?
Because I can't watch the stream because I'm at work, and then I keep being like, when I finish Roll for Damage, not Roll for Damage, fuck me. When I finish Critical Role, I'll finally get onto listening to like just the backlog of season 2. And for some reason, I was
hopefully
like,
by that point, I'll have edited them into shorter, bite-sized things.
I was like, I'm pretty sure you said she's a pirate, so I'm thinking like monk or rogue with a sword, something like that.
She is pirate, but she's a warlock.
She's a pirate.
Well, she's a fathomless warlock.
She's
so
a fathomless
Oh my god.
This conversation is all neck.
Nova, I so wish I could bring in my little wizard halfling. They get along so well.
I played a halfling divination wizard with Lucky. You know that horrible mix that just fucks with DMs.
Oh my god!
That, and she was a pirate.
Awesome.
Once again, I remember that I have that feature. That was a boon given to me at the end of a season. Is the freaking
Yeah.
divination feature. I never freaking use it because I always forget because I'm not a divination wizard. God. I had
Okay,
to write this down on a sticky note.
Sticky
I'm Sean, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't even
yeah,
say my
that's-
name or anything in the beginning. I'm the creative director of Paradise Productions, so it's clearly a very productive place based on my attitude tonight.
It's a
We're
vibe
so
today.
professional. We're so
I
professional.
am always professional. It's contagious. Anyway, I DM our flagship show, Adrift in Aldalore, which Shannon is Saskia on, which I also recently realized I keep spelling Saskia wrong in the recaps.
The fuck?
It's because
spell
it's because I swap back and forth
You do
between
two-
Sass and Saskia, so I always
You do two
accidentally put
S's?
2 S's in the full name.
God damn it, Sean. No.
Yeah,
One
I
S in the
recently
full
stopped.
name, 2 in the nickname.
Yeah, well, you have characters with very
Okay.
a lot of
Okay.
pitfalls when it comes to spelling.
Okay. Pot calling the kettle black here.
Sir,
Yeah,
I can't.
but
Yeah,
you
but
can
I can't
always
tell if
assume there's going to
you're-
be weird Welsh spellings in my.
I can't
all
tell
of
if
my
Shannon's
content.
actually angry about the misspelling because you're a teacher and you might just be like, spell it right. You know, just like.
Funnily enough, no, not actually. That's just for the entertainment value. But I do get pissed at the rest of our castmates for pronouncing things wrong.
Well, they
you say
told you,
pronouncing?
like a parent talking to their child that
Pronouncing.
if you stop reacting, they will stop bullying you.
I don't think that's true. I don't
actually
think that's true.
I actually think from an outside perspective they might perceive you as the bullying them for mispronouncing.
I mean,
things.
well, then they should just pronounce it correctly. Says the
Okay.
bully.
She did bully me until I pronounced Talon correctly.
See, it works.
Anyway, I play Ulrich Solaris, our timey-wimey boy who only has a little bit of spelling trauma.
Okay.
On this lovely campaign where I am near approaching divinity and looking out for my good friends Tig and Sloan and a bunch of other friends, but they're the good friends.
So we friends now?
There's
Finally,
a couple of things I want to say before we start because I haven't done this in a while, so I feel like I should say thank you to Bree for the art.
Thank you.
It is very pretty. She also is the one that helps set up our backgrounds.
It's amazing.
While we aren't sponsored by anyone, I'm going to say my old contact at Hero Forge is such a lovely guy. So thanks, Hero Forge, because he's mentioning how you doing. I'm like, I'm good, thank you.
well, that's nice.
Like,
Oh, it's so sweet.
we haven't been
Just a
sponsored for
nice
like a year, but he's just like,
person.
hi. You happy?
So
I'm like,
cute.
yes.
So lovely.
That's
Might
so
be a fey
sweet.
trickster.
Yes. Also, I now have to find the correct spell that will make me have Oryx's character just mispronounce things the wrong emphases on things, so he can just like constantly.
Fossies.
Yeah. There you go.
I think I know what that spell might be. Modify memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
just
memory
change-
being in your learning of the common language and all other subsequent languages thereafter, the emphasis on the words that you have learnt, on where to put that emphasis, you now remember that the emphasis is actually on a different part of
Yep.
that word.
Done.
And that covers everything
would-
he's ever learned.
Oh,
I'm really sorry, Sean, but I had
well,
to do it.
you know what? I'm god of my world that I created, and I said to them all that in this world it's pronounced that way, and then they continued to bully me.
That is true because.
And then
Also
Stefan
true.
has these obscure words that he knows the correct pronunciation that everyone I talk to mispronounces that he mocks me for.
Shannon used a word earlier today I'd never heard of. What was it?
Automaticity.
Yeah.
Automaticity.
Yeah.
I got it right.
Automaticity.
Auto
does that mean?
rotisserie. Yes.
It means
Automaticity.
automaticity. No, I was.
Automaticity.
It's a term that's applied to reading, automaticity of reading, but I don't have it with. We were talking about video games, and I don't have the automaticity with a controller.
Huh.
I find that to
I
be
like
very
that.
fascinating because
Is that-
because there's a lot of people who didn't grow up playing video games, and it's super hard for them to play them as adults. I
Yeah.
find it very interesting.
The more you know.
Alright.
Like HUD awareness, like being able to,
Yeah.
like work.
It's
the
very
whole screen.
overstimulating. So overstimulating. I can't.
You gotta start with platformers.
Just
Okay.
Yeah, because that's how most people started playing video games, is on a platformer. Keep it two-dimensional. So you
Yeah.
learn the 2 dimensions first, and then you get to your 3rd dimension.
But see,
And
I'm
then you figure
also
out how to walk and
visually,
shoot at the same time.
spatially. No, I don't think I'm
All
ever
right.
going to be destined
I
to
love
learn.
playing
to learn
Overwatch
that.
with Shannon.
we will continue this later. I think at some point I will 100% have to organize us just to have a video game night. That
We have to
stream
have
and
a video
record.
game stream night where we just
I will
all
be
go,
so
"Ugh."
bad at it.
That's all
Don't
right.
That's
worry,
what's fun.
Don't worry,
I
Shannon. You and me
know,
can be
I
on the same
know.
page here.
We've been talking for
Yeah, Josh in
like
there.
the longest time. Oh, he'd love
Catman.
it. Yeah,
This is a very definite vibe today for the start of this episode.
Yeah.
Across the world, everyone is on this same mental level right now. So I'm
Mhm.
sorry in advance, viewers, but we're doing our best here. We're on coffee and sleep,
Dayquil.
and that quill and quail quills. We're just doing our best here.
All right, I'm gonna get us back to topic then. Sean,
I'm gonna keep
you
throwing
are-
leaves.
Nope, Sean, your recap guy today again.
So, it's been a little while since we've recorded. So I'm gonna reach for my notes down here. Oh god.
Oh.
And see what happened. Just a
What
bunch
are
of
you
random
doing?
numbers.
You're
What?
ripping a
These are
leaf, not you.
leaves.
Oh,
These are leaves. These are my sticky notes.
Okay, I thought they were actual leaves. I was
No,
like,
I
where
use
are you
these for
getting
keeping
these off?
notes.
Love
And
it.
then
Very
whenever we
Tig.
go past a certain time frame, I just throw one. I'm like, I haven't kept a note.
so last time on the scales above, we went to dinner. We went to dinner. Well, through various means, we went to dinner. Tig and I just went to dinner. We walked through the front door because they invited us in and said, "Here's where the supper will be." We're
Lovely.
dining on we're dining on memories tonight. So please give us some good and bad
We
memories. And
gave
were
them
like,
some
"Okay,
doozies.
blah, blah,
It
blah,
was
blah, blah,
wonderful.
blah." And Sloane was found in the forest in her little bubble and taken to a little prison, and came to the dinner in a different fashion, also in a bubble, where she was the entertainment. But anyway, we go to this dinner. It is with the Winter Court of the Feywild. And we have this kind of long tit-for-tat conversation between Auric and the Queen, and Tig, and Ransur. That's his name, Ransur. I was like, spear. About several things, particularly about what the conditions of the Winter Court and how it found itself within the dumpster fire of the universe to be recycled into divine matter. The timeline of Auric's life and the decisions he's made that have caused stress and weight on the strings of fate and time to bring him to eventual godhood, potentially. Little blips of faith and worship created by his actions, and how that they're not enough and he needs to do more. And Tig, what was it? What was the embarrassing thing Tig did? Oh, she pulled the
Napkin
tablecloth.
thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just trying to copy you.
So there were some etiquette lessons as well. But long story short, we keep talking to this lady, and we're like, "What the hell? Why are you being so mean?" Kept making Sloane relive her worst memory over and over again while endlessly dancing. But eventually let her free from that, and revealed herself to be Lolth, the goddess, laid low by both us destroying her avatar many sessions ago. Well, not Auric, he wasn't there. And just what's going on in the world. So we then start talking to her about the fate of the world, and we kind of going back and forth with deals where we keep being like, well, you're the person who needs to help us get out of here. but you're asking for stuff from us and whatnot. They decide, hey, we got one last deal. Bind yourself through holy matrimony with the evil goddess Lolth, and we'll let you go, and we will combine our powers so that we're stronger to destroy everything everywhere all at once. That is bad. Which, in short, is Tiamat and the Horsemen and all that fun stuff. So we make a deal with Lolth. Oric is like, I don't know. I don't know. I've been married before. It's messy. Tig was like, a wedding! And we had a wedding where, yes, stuff happened, Dad. There was, there was something you guys, everyone gave gifts. And then we were wed, and Oric was a bit uncomfortable. Lol did change herself from a horrifying monstrous spider lady to a normal lady. And then the marriage happened, and then we were like, great, bye. Show us to the doors. And then we were like, we'll be back for you, I guess. And then the doors were there, and it was a choice between
Dumb and Dumber.
This might have been not the. Was it 2 doors or 3 doors?
3.
3,
and it was the chariot, right? The hanged man and the Hierophant, I believe. I don't remember which one we actually chose that led us to where we were. I think we chose.
I can't open the sheet up without showing.
One was trickery. The hangman was trickery. The Hierophant was corruption and divinity. The chariot was intentions and desires. And I don't remember which one we chose to get us to the next location, but I do know what the next location was, which was World War II era London.
Not quite, but yep.
Wasn't it? Oh no, wait, where were we? I'm
you'll
sorry.
see in
This
a minute.
part, I will
let you know very soon.
Okay.
It's gonna be great.
Lolth also told me all of the history, so I wrote no other notes down besides those 3 doors. The word Lunaris. Oh, Odin's ravens came up. And
Sean,
then
this is how I feel every week. Every single week.
The entire history of the elves, and Lolth, and how she became evil, and how it was kind of not exactly her fault. She was just trying to do the right thing and had to settle underground. Dark elves, her first husband, trouble there. Both had troubled first marriages.
Trouble in
Mine
paradise.
because she died. Hers because he was a dick. Devils were involved.
Not quite. Demons, but you're almost.
Why did I write
devils were involved. Devils were the big bad enemy,
Yes,
and then but she made deals with demons.
She made deals with demons. I said it.
I was going to say you started getting to the end, and I was like, you have forgotten significant parts of this.
I actually, my brain.
That was a solid.
I'm much more. Like, I usually have a very good memory for recaps. I know
it has been a while,
but this one I actually am quite foggy on the particularly those parts.
But it was a big RP session, so yeah, that makes sense. And an info dump for that matter. The only other thing I'll rectify was that you said she turned herself into a person, then you got married. It was more like your marriage reverted her back to a person as opposed to.
Oh, well, you see, that's something that I didn't pick up on. So thank you.
Sure, Monster
I thought
Spider
she did
Lady,
that because she was like, I look like a scary spider, and maybe.
And then you
agreed. Want to marry a scary spider?
I do. Whoop.
Oh, it was at that. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It did. I didn't pick that up. I should have.
Yeah, so that's right. It's that she was stuck, tied closer to demons than to elf.
That's yep.
And then your marriage fix up.
Another life saved by Orc Solaris.
You're lucky that she went to elfdom and not spiderhood, and just like the top half became a spider.
True, it could have been the other way because I am a god of spiders
kiss
too.
The bride.
Would have. Oh my god! It would. Like, I love that so much of Orc's story is all come from just one session where I was just decided Orc was afraid of spiders because spiders were around.
Yeah. All right. With that out of the way, out of then we're going to start. Ooh. You guys ready? You ready? Yeah. Yeah. With a lurch, you find yourself in that new place, the one you'd seen through the door. Feeling sick with the scent of coal smoke and too many people crammed into too small of a space, you glance at each other to see if you're all there to get your bearings. Sloane, you notice that Tig no longer has any wooden parts. Instead, they are malnourished flesh. She's clothed in tattered rags and lengths of vines, barely concealing her. She is shivering in the cold. Her human face, round ears, and tattooed body discolored in the rain. Auric, your robes and cloak are soaked through as your palms and knees flare with the pain from where you've hit the street. Your staff ahead of you lays in the rain, a simple piece of wood. The arcane flow of the world is gone. Reflected in Sloane's eyes, you see yourself. Rounded ears, human eyes staring back at you. Sloane, you are standing here, still in a dinner dress, staring down at the two elves, taking in the differences before you. And then you look around. It's a dreary day in London, moving towards night. Chilling rain is drizzling and causing small rivers to flow through the cobblestones, mirroring the mighty Thames that you can hear sloshing. Remembering my geography, south. After the discombobulation fades, a word Sloane doesn't know or understand, from moving to this new world, you take in a building in front of you, gargantuan, white. From your angle, you can see its large entrance with a small tower at the side. Sitting on the spine of this building is a dome that rises in excess of 300 feet in the air. Looking about you, you see that there are many large buildings here. No other city you've ever been in matches this for scale. It almost makes you feel sick, the verticality of it all. Around you are nothing but humans. No elves, no dwarves. It was nothing but human ingenuity that created this grand, if dirty, city. A group of men walk past wearing odd clothing with too many belts, like the most over-prepared rogues you've ever seen. But carrying what appears to be some sort of staff shaped like the bad idea between a blade, between a spade and a spear, part wooden and part metal. One of the men walks up to you, Sloane. Miss, are these two bothering you? We should get you home.
No, not at all. No, these are my friends.
Where's your escort? It can't be him.
What?
Don't worry, man. We'll help.
Hello.
And the world just ends as it shakes. It sounds so loud that you hear nothing after it. And in the blink of an eye, this instance of silence you hear afterwards is a burning pain in your ears and abdomen, and watch as something collides with the man in front of you, just taking his face from him. The world goes black as he falls with you. Tig, Auric, you are both flung back from the overpressure of an explosion. No magic you have ever experienced has affected you like this. As you roll and come to a stop, you're on your backs looking into the sky as dozens of bright lights spear into the sky, followed by the sound of tearing and cannon fire. A sharp whistle, followed by another, and then more world-ending noise as explosions ripple through the streets. Shrapnel and dust flying all around. One of the beams of lights pierces the sky and alights upon a long ovoid shape, and streaks of light and explosions in the sky start moving towards it. What do you guys want to do?
I like to run. Grab my friends and just run for cover.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you-
go crawl over to Auric and like cover over him like, we gotta go. There's bad place for kids to go.
Auric is in complete shock.
Okay. People are running and bumping into each other. Sloane is laying near you, bleeding from the abdomen. The ruined body of a man is next to her, laying as chunks of meat struck down by the same angry god that split the sky. Tig, you are over Auric at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Do you pull him to his feet?
Yes. I'm like just shaking him and smack him across the face like, get your shit together.
As you are shaking him, you notice one of your arms is normal and the other one is thin and wrinkled and malnourished, and like it's like you been struck down with some wasting disease in that arm. At the
Can I
base-
push myself. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, continue, push yourself up.
Yeah, into like a kneeling position and just kind of like do that classic like pull my hand away from my
Yeah.
abdomen and it's covered in blood and just ah.
There is a
Oh, no.
about a 3-inch angled shape piece of masonry just jutting out of your abdomen.
I don't think I should pull this out because I think it's going to make it worse. Should we
What?
just?
All of you make Constitution saving throws,
Shit.
and you
With our
have
new
new
stats.
stats. Don't forget
Yeah,
your Constitution saving.
Oh lord.
that's not bad.
Uh,
17.
I'm gonna need some help on what my new con is.
What was
I
your
can
other
let
You're
you
con?
know.
plus.
My
Plus
old con
one,
was
right.
18 with
You
a
have plus
plus
2.
4.
Yeah, so whatever your Constitution saving
our
throw was before,
proficiency,
take 2
do we
off
have
it.
any proficiencies or anything like that?
Your
or is it
proficiencies will
just
stay
the
the same.
stats?
It's just your stats have
Oh.
changed.
All right. 18.
Okay, so
Oh well, then in that case,
I just need to all proficiencies. Like obviously we don't have our magic or anything, but like for example, like I'm proficient in con because of a feat.
Yeah, I'll allow it. It's fine.
Okay, cool, just checking.
all right. Well, then in that case,
And
it's
again, while that we're rolling, like I know obviously know what happened, but like where we are we in like the rubble of a building?
You were in a street, and a bomb went off
In a street,
somewhere
okay.
and just threw you down.
Okay, I just wanted to clear because for my head I couldn't get between if we're in the rubble of a building. Oh, terrible.
What did
Okay.
you roll?
I gotta
I get
check
a
my con.
I got a 23.
What did you get? Sorry, Sean.
Oh, actually, Tig, sorry, you have a +1, not a +2.
Okay, cool. Then a 17.
With proficiency, I got a 12.
Oh,
Woof.
okay.
So that's bad.
Auric is on the ground. He, apart from blood coming from his ears, he doesn't seem to be injured anywhere. Sean, Auric, you are stunned.
So I was already acting, so.
So me shaking you and
Um,
slapping you across the face has done nothing. Shit.
You hear, at the base of the white building is a group of men beckoning you towards them, and the relative safety of this large Baroque building. Whistles could be heard from the south, where you could hear the sloshing of a. I even said south before, which means I knew where the Thames was. South, where you could hear the sloshing of a river, or and then sort of just off from that, you can see a group of people running down an alley between 2 buildings, where someone's holding open what looks to be a cellar and two men jump into it. They're kind of your avenues at the moment. And the make perception checks at disadvantage. Not Sean, you are stunned as fuck.
Natural one.
Okay.
I need to roll for disadvantage.
8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 8.
At all you really hear in terms of voices coming over is the guys at the big white building saying something about cathedral, into the cathedral.
I will drag my broken body towards my friends and then try and go towards the cathedral.
I'm still trying to shake Auric, so I just feel it's not working. I'll look around for Sloan. I'm imagining there's like gunfire and everything going on and people still running around.
Not
No?
gunfire.
Just into the
No?
sky.
Just
the
oh well, there's
rain
gunfire,
and-
I guess, but it's nothing's coming to you. It's all going upwards.
yeah, but we can still hear it and stuff like that. So I'm like,
Yeah, there's this stage just
Oh.
from different areas, just and then you hear these explosions in the sky, and then there's the sound of what can only be described with so much of it is tearing as these streaks of tracer just head into the sky.
We need to
Oh.
get inside. Come on, come on.
I know. Oh, weird. He's stuck. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
try and lift his arm over my shoulders
I'll
and
try and do the
and
other-
stand him up. No, you're on the floor.
No, she's the one actually mostly okay, even though she's got a hole in
okay,
her.
cool.
With the
I'm gonna
fucking
try
piece of
and
shrapnel in my side.
and now is the time where I'm gonna try and like stand up. But I need to ask, am I an old woman?
You're not an old. Effectively, your wooden parts feel like they're an old woman. Your other parts are fine.
So 90% of me.
You are like wrinkled and shriveled down one side of your face, across your chest, one arm, one leg.
Ah, okay, back. Cool, no problem. Right, then I'll like try and stand. Oh, Tig not okay.
Me,
Dog!
Sloan, that's okay either. We just need to move. Come on, I'll help you. I'll
Make an
help you.
athletics check at disadvantage. Oh no, with Sloane's help, we'll make it advantage. Only
Okay.
because Sloane would probably cancel +1 that out. So yeah, she's still buff.
I still buff.
20.
20. All right.
Well, actually, what's my strength right now? Let me just open that up again. Oh, I'm so slow. I know. Yeah, I'll make it.
Okay,
19
so
on the dice.
yeah, 19 plus 2. Yeah, you're fine.
That's
So pretty
2
much
plus 6.
what you don't get, well, with strength check you won't get proficiency, but yeah. So what you do is pretty much trying to get yourself under his arms is really uncomfortable with your pain in your side. You can't really put your arms up, like stretch. You almost feel it tear. So Tig grabs him by one foot, and you grab him under his arms because she can't. The other hand won't grab the other foot. So it's just Auric's just dragging one foot through the mud and gore of the ground as you move. Which way? Cellar, river, cathedral.
What's closest?
I didn't see the cathedral, so
The
I'd be going
cathedral
to
is
Stella.
probably closest, but there are explosions going on like the other side of it.
Cellar. Go to cellar.
The cellar. Okay, so you see a man like looking like at the cathedral, then you turn around and you move towards the cellar, and the guy at the entrance sort of like looks at you as you climb in, but doesn't stop you climbing down.
Thank you. We need shelter. Thank you.
All right. Make a Constitution save, Auric.
Better.
I've literally
Better
got
this
like
time.
old timey war sounds going on, so I'm just like,
That is a 17.
Okay. You sort of start blinking awake as you roll your head to the side. For the sake of making this easier for you, I'll say that you see the words September and 1915. Or the digits 1915. Call it the London Times. Yes, of a
Right.
newspaper.
Okay.
All right.
Am I still stunned?
You are coming out of it this round. Like you kind of like lull your head to the side. You start taking things in. You notice you're in a cellar. There's a bunch of shady people around. The girls are too busy getting you down there intact and away from the explosions.
This is a very small, insignificant question, but what are the months called in Tariel?
You know what? I actually haven't written those down because no one's ever asked. So
Well, you're speaking to someone who loves
like we
naming
did
months.
I
have 3
will-
calendars in my universe.
I will get that to you for next session.
I only
Next
ask
time
you
you're
you really don't need to tell me. I just need to know whether or not September means anything to
It
me.
means nothing to you. You can
Okay.
guess.
Can I
I'd
guess
say-
that's a year though, the 1915?
Yeah, I'd say that given the way it's almost universal, kind of how dates and times end up written out.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of, you're very intelligent. You're like, that's a month or the name of a day or something.
Yeah.
Which means that big number has to be the year because they wouldn't count that many days in a year, and you kind of break it down to figure it out in your.
And it's just September 1915, no day.
Yeah, I'd say the paper's just bent around the date
Cool.
of the day.
Good.
Please hold.
Orig is just staring at that right now, having all of those thoughts. All right, Zoom did most
Bless
of the
you.
suppression. Curse you.
Okay. Ugh.
Actually, we need to roll the d4 to see if it even...
So, let me just scroll down to a man stands as you sort of place Auric down on the floor. My, who have we here? As he looks to you all. The tall man in a long coat. Slowly 5 men point pieces of metal at you. The way they are gripped looks kind of like a crossbow without the arms and bow.
Through
bolt.
context, since I've seen Yako's gun, can I presume these are firearms of some kind?
Yeah, but they got like
Yako's gun shot magic.
fat middle bit, which
Yeah.
like it's way more mechanical than like a.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I imagine like first thought crossbows, second thought could potentially be Yako's gun, then third thought is like these could be anything though.
Yep.
Cool.
You know what? Make a
I have a question. For the
intelligence
DM
check.
in a
You
second.
can in a moment.
It was almost a good roll.
You can all make intelligence
That's
checks
nine.
if you want to try to figure out what these things are. Actually,
Nine. It was almost a dirty 20, but then it became a 9.
My question may give me advantage on this.
okay.
You remember when Tig and I think it was Agent's character, Dom, they ended up thrown in the middle of a war between France and England or something like that, in the middle of a battlefield. We had to pick a side to run to. They had guns.
That wasn't Tig. That was Hera.
That wasn't Tig, that was Hera. Fuck, never mind then.
And that wasn't me
My
DMing,
brain
that
thought
was
it was
someone else.
My brain thought that was
That was a
Tig.
completely different game.
Look, I just found my notes.
It
I came
was.
a little thrown around. 19 on the dice.
Take how much?
For intelligence.
Yeah.
Take 5, so 14.
Take 5? You have an int of 0?
Wait.
5 intelligence. She's
I have a
0
int of
charisma.
5. Sorry,
Alright.
I have an int of 5.
So neg 2, I believe. Yep.
So neg 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so
5 is
7.
neg 2, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so 17. And what did you get there, Shannon? Sorry?
12.
Okay. Sloan, you think these people are pretty silly for pointing crossbows without arms at you? Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. Tig,
Silly little man.
you have a vague recollection of both Leaf having something like this, and it does look a little bit like a better version of what Yarko carried, but small, like really small, like one hand. But you do know that there's big crossbows and little crossbows, so maybe there's big bang sticks and little bang sticks.
Oh, okay. Would I
Yeah,
remember what he referred to it as?
Nope.
No.
I don't think he ever mentioned it. He was just like, taking my stick, going for a walk.
Okay. Huh.
How common are firearms in Tario? Uncommon? Rare?
There's like 10.
Yeah, very
Yeah, I figured
uncommon.
it'd be
It's like
something
forbidden
complete-
magic.
like super uncommon.
Yeah, it's like don't fuck with shit like that. And if you make one, it's like you fucked up.
Yeah,
I think it
make a
pretty
religion
easy to
check.
presume these are weapons, though. Pointing at
Make a religion check. Sean?
me.
Yep. Oric. I'll use your name eventually.
In the meantime, I'm gonna say hello.
I'm rolling very bad tonight, guys.
Makes the game interesting.
No.
A good thing that I am proficient in. A 19.
Jesus.
I've only rolled single digit numbers. I've not rolled above 10 yet. Granted, we've only
Okay.
done 3 rolls.
Gotta fix that, man.
Okay.
My college humor dice. Good.
You will. You're like, you have no idea what these things are, and then seeing Tig be a bit. I imagine Tig, you're a bit apprehensive when there's people pointing these
Yeah.
things at you, right?
Yeah, I'm like, you have sticks.
Metal sticks.
Bad sticks.
You sit there and you rack your brain for what could be causing this, and you remember that you read in a book, as Oric does, that a long, like thousands of years ago, there was a decree from the gods that explosive powder could only be made from dragon's breath, nothing from the earth, as the weapons made by mortals were getting too powerful. And one of the drawings in this book has a man holding something, a very more basic design, but something very similar to this.
Like a really simple rifle.
Yeah, but you remember one line from it saying with weapons with which to strike down gods.
Excellent. Okay, so thinking about this, they're pointing these guns at us.
Mhm.
Tig is. What is Tig doing?
Turning off the camera.
Teleporting.
Teleporting. Yeah, I blacked out. I'm blacking out. I'm just saying, hello, you have sticks? And I'm kind of like holding on to Oric, like trying to protect
Sloan-
him. And I'm actually going to put my arms in front of his heart.
Sloan, what are you doing?
With one hand holding the shrapnel that is coming out of my abdomen, and the other hand is on your shoulder.
And how many
What?
guys are there pointing guns at us?
There's the one in the middle and then 5 around him. And then there's one that came down after you, and as you kind of sat up, you feel this like something metal just touch the back of your head.
Why you point sticks at us?
Well, you shouldn't have stumbled in here. What the fuck are you dames wearing?
Uh,
Who are you then? Why are you here?
we, a man explode, and
Very hurt. Very hurt.
We were walking on the street when the attack happened.
hey, and we need to hide, from, and
He still looks at you all, and oh no, my dice aren't here. Nothing. Oh, here they are.
We're not from here.
we nice people.
Are you from Bedlam Asylum? You seem
No?
a little broken. And as you look around, you see that the same sticks and staves that the guys, the over-prepared rogues, were walking around with, there's boxes and boxes of them on the floor.
Oh, wow.
We are not from an asylum. We are just.
Why
I've had a rough time.
you have so many?
Well, from your accents, you're not Germans, so what are you doing here?
We lost. We're trying to go home.
He looks.
First time in the city.
He looks at your robes. A party, perhaps, in the middle of a war. Odd choice, but what? What are you wearing? You look
What?
rich, if a little dirty.
Was wearing nice fancy stuff, then go through a door and suddenly here. That's not normal. Why you have so many sticks?
If we are not welcome here, then we will find shelter elsewhere.
He looks up. You'd be lucky if St. Paul's isn't rubble by the end of this. You can stay, but we'll need to have a conversation.
Okay. Talk to them. Tig not so good with words. By the way, I am Tig. I reach out my hand to shake his hand and very delicately, I am Tig.
He looks at it. Looks to one of his men. Can you patch up that one? And have you been sheltered somewhere? You are. Apart from the mud and gore from the attack. Too clean, almost. Too.
Wait,
You seem to know nothing of what's been going on. Where have you been? You
at dinner party.
did a dinner.
Or is that what it called? Icky? Dinner party.
Yes.
There was dancing and food and lots of unhappy memories. Someone got married.
Right. Okay.
Weird.
So you've obviously come from some means. I'll make this easy for you all. And first time to the city, in fact. So tell you what. Take us where we've been sheltered. Give us £1,000, and we will live out the rest of this fucking nightmare. There, my men can run our goods where they need to go. And once it's all over, we'll take our money and you'll never see us again.
Can't lift 1,000 pounds.
No.
It's...
That's too much. I can't lift
very
that.
She's
heavy.
stupid,
I'm-
she
Even
says,
Tig
looking to
can't
Ulrich.
lift that
Are you
much.
sure they're not from the asylum? Or did the explosions rattle your brains?
I am not stupid.
Well, you're
Tig gets thrown
not bright
real
either.
far.
Are you going to help or not?
You are remarkably calm for there being such an attack outside.
Look, Tig have money. Tig have
No,
money.
Tig-
Please just fix. Please help.
don't
Tig
need to
just
give
not
them
good with
anything.
words. Tig not go to school. They go school. He go very smart school. Please fix.
Make a persuasion check. And Ulrich, make an insight check.
Do I add anything to this?
You have a 0
Persuasion.
in charisma.
So you're
You're at a
actually
-5.
minusing.
That's real bad then. I'm not gonna make it. I rolled an 11.
Okay.
I rolled poorly.
Fuck.
Insight. What do I actually? Am I proficient in? Oh, I am. Okay.
Wisdom of 0,
so that
plus
is
6.
My wisdom is not 0. My wisdom is
there
plus
was.
1.
Oh, okay.
You gave me my normal wisdom. The only stat you changed on me is my dex and con.
Yeah, that's fine. Continue.
My brain just broke. Plus 7. Plus 7.
I realized
9.
Okay. I realized
should've
that
just
the character card still has you as level 16. I got to update that. Everyone else, I believe, is like level 19, and there's you at level 16, and you're not level 16.
Yes, I've noticed that. I keep forgetting to mention it.
Okay.
I'm also
Well,
taking level 18 because I have that one druid level.
okay. So you got a 9.
What do I? Yeah, I rolled a 2.
You weren't fully aware, but the sounds of the explosions are quite muffled down here. You must be in some sort of fairly deep cellar. Whether this is, was used to store cold goods to keep them a bit colder or whatever. Especially so close to a river that you could hear earlier as you first got here. This is probably fairly sheltered. Released from the explosions. He draws his own gun. He's like, "Step aside. I was a medic."
I'll sort of step over into the corner and just sit
Yeah.
there out of the way. My hands in my chest. Just,
And once you guys are far enough away, he'll put it back. He kneels down next to you, Sloane. "May I?"
Please.
He lifts up the shirt, dress, whatever, tears it aside, and inspects the wound. Oh, it's not great. He sort of
You don't
probes
say.
it, and it hurts quite a bit.
ow.
Doesn't look like it's hit anything vital, though your muscles will take time to repair.
It's fine. Should we just pull it out?
Uh,
I can do that if that's what it needs.
what does...
You need
keep
to
looking-
talk faster, please.
You'll have to calm down. What you keep looking to that man? What does he mean to you? What is he?
That does not.
And he rips it out
Ah!
as you're like distracted for a moment. There's a quick like gush of blood, and then it slows to a trickle. He gets some clean bandages and folds it, and then just kind of stuffs it in the wound for a moment.
Yeah.
Could
have done that.
Probably. Let me just... And he pulls it out. Kind of pads down some things. You probably need a surgeon, but I'm not letting you out of here now that you've seen what we're doing. So I will patch you up as best I can.
We don't know what you're doing. We are not from here, as you surmised. So, just, if we are in the way, we will go.
Where are you?
Did I use that word right? Surmised? I just learned it.
Norway, Sweden, Netherlands? You're not Irish or Scottish.
No. I'm from the north.
Scotland?
No. No. Just the north.
What the fuck is going on here? As he looks back to Auric. Yeah. And he will start like trying to pinch the wound close and stitch it. It's not going to be great, but it's just to help.
We didn't want to... I didn't want to frighten anyone, but yes, they are from the asylum. But...
Is that what you rich folk are into? Steal pretty girls from the asylum?
No. Many in the asylum were released because of the war.
Make a deception check.
Orc is like hoping
Come
like
on,
this
come
war,
on.
if this war is bad enough that they're like blowing buildings up, he's like, I don't know. He said asylum. I know what an asylum is. I don't know what the fuck that place he mentioned is. What the fuck is a German? Is it a monster? You said deception.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What is my charisma? Is +2.
Do you want me to just tell you what the DC is?
I mean, I got a 16.
I'm a little terrified of this now.
Passed. All right.
God.
This is very
Playing Baldur's
stressful.
Gate 3 has changed my relationship to difficult classes now because you can always see what the difficult class is in Baldur's Gate.
And you're like, oh, I'll just throw on guidance and whatever else.
Yeah, I'll
and
throw on 5 different buffs to it.
my rogue's always like rolling 25 to 35. I'm like, this is easy. But yeah. How does anyone ever fail anything? Do you have a place where we can go out of here? Sell our goods, we get some money, again, never see you again. If you do, maybe I have something that can assist your friend's pain. If not, well, I was going to sell it, so not going to give it up without something in return.
Oric is going to reach into whatever pockets are on his robes to see if any of their money has transferred over into something here.
Nearly all of it was kept in bags of holding from memory.
Yes, all of it was for Oric at least. All of Oric's gold was kept in a bag of holding.
That's
Maybe
holding
a
our
little bit of
things
pocket
in the
change
real world,
in his
right?
pocket.
Yeah, it's called a handbag. It's called a
No,
handbag.
in real life, a bag of holding is called the internet.
It's
Or all
called a
your digital.
handbag. A woman's
You-
handbag. You can find all that sort of shit.
You reach in.
It's fair.
I'll say that your robe has a pocket where you keep the bag of holding in,
Yeah.
and you reach in there and you like slip your hand into the bag of holding, and it's just like a little tiny pouch.
It's just a
Nothing
little
in it.
coin purse.
Nothing in it.
We have nothing.
Tig might have.
You kept everything in the backpack pack.
Did I? Because I was given something from Leaf, and I wanted to check about that because I'm pretty sure I didn't put that in the bag.
What is it?
Leaf gave Tig currency from hell. He gave her 1,000 soul chips, and she didn't spend it.
If you pull one of those out, it's a small pieces of like slate. You have
Oh!
stones.
Yes, send me to the asylum.
So if you
I'm
pull
pulling one of those
you
out.
pull one of those out,
I'm
and what do you
still
say?
I'd be like, where Tig from? Well, I mean, Tig go on very small holiday. This is all Tig has for now.
Because in hell they would have been like glassy black things, but
Yeah.
now they're just like stone. So you're
Yeah,
like,
so I'm just like, this is different, but okay.
it looks at you like, definitely the asylum.
No, it.
And you
not
have
called
nowhere
that.
else to go.
No, we were going to try to leave the city.
It'd
After
be
I
less
picked them up.
problematic for me to shoot you and drop you in the Thames.
Don't be a
Why?
dick. Is that the right word? I turned to Sloane. Is that the right word? Did I use that right?
Yes, that's what I remember.
So
yes.
we're just trying to survive in this fucking hell, like you.
Yeah, that's what
We
it's from.
don't
Please.
care what you're doing here. Just don't want to die.
This is a bad day for us. This not normally happens. We don't know your names. We just know you have sticks, and we don't care. We just want to go home. Can I please just take my family home?
I'm going to give you a small job. One of you completes it.
Right.
And she gets the morphine.
Right.
If you fail to return, or you fail in this job, she gets a bullet.
That's a bit silly. We not have way to use that, but okay.
I'm going to start making patience rolls for this man.
What is the job? His morphine was his healing factor. Will it heal her wounds?
Healing factor? Why would it-
Medicine?
No, it just
Well, let's
stops the
make it-
pain.
Great.
He's gonna.
What is the
sorry.
work?
God, I can't roll higher than a 5 for this guy. It's all right.
Me
Ulrich
and
and him
you
are
both.
having an incompetence off at the moment.
We are both very smart men, but not today.
Yeah, he has a high
Right,
intelligence, and
cool.
he's just. If it's still standing, it's a warehouse. Our man is there. He was to organize shipment for these. I need to know where they're going. I know one boat left recently with a couple of boxes. I need to know where the next boat is so we can deliver the goods. I'm not going outside. One of you will.
We go
You have
together. We go
one,
together.
One of you will.
We stay together.
And you have an hour, or the other two will be bloated corpses in the river by morning.
Where is this warehouse? Do you have a map?
Oh, yes, first time in the city.
Don't know the city.
And he hands you a map of London. It is
You can't go. You
it
can't
is
go. Let me-
about a 3 or 4 kilometer walk. We'd head a couple blocks south to the river. And then it is, I should say miles for you, shouldn't I? It is.
We're in London. You could say.
No, you had it right. It's kilometers. It's London.
I know I had it
it's fine.
right, Sarah, but it's the translation I'm worried about.
I've played long enough with you to get, to understand kilometers when we're mentioned in terms of D&D, which is life.
There's a circle on the map saying makeshift warehouse, which is like a couple blocks down from something called Tower of London.
Sloan, you're hurt.
You're not going by yourself.
Sloan, you stay.
We're not
No.
where we're from anymore. We're not home.
I know that, but you can't go by yourself, especially in a place where it's not home. You're hurt too.
Tig,
Just
not
little
her.
Ned.
Tig? Your name is Tig?
Yes.
Yes, that is her name.
I tried to introduce myself and shake your hand, and you just no.
I'm mostly worried, Tig, that if we gave you the map, you couldn't fucking read it. You seem...
She can read
No,
a
I
map.
can't fucking
My-
read. No.
Okay.
Can I do it right?
My 5-year-old
I can go.
daughter seems brighter than
No.
you.
No, don't.
Yeah.
Don't go by yourself. No.
Sloan, we need to get out of here.
Okay.
It's not safe.
We don't have
He
much
say
choice.
we have 1 hour. He say only one of us go. I don't feel like we're going to win this argument. Are we, mister? No. Okay.
Smartest
so,
thing she's said since we got here.
I'm trying. I need to go to school. So, Tig strong. Maybe not big, but Tig strong now. Still strong. At least
Nobody
here.
should be going out there. This is ridiculous. Nobody should be going out there. It is not safe.
Excuse me. How long will it take for Tig to go from here to out there, get man, and find new boat, then come back?
That's really up to you. If you're not back in an hour, I'm going to kill your friends. That's all. Just go fast.
Do you think it can be done in an hour?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be telling you to do it.
Well, we work with like mean people before, so just checking.
She's not wrong. We have been betrayed frequently in our lives.
It's a stab in back thing.
Backstabbing, yes.
Backstab.
As you make this motion with your good arm,
Tig.
he just realizes you're actually like quite buffed down one side. And he's just like, he looks at your shriveled arm. He's like, "What is wrong with you?"
There's nothing wrong with her.
There's nothing wrong with her.
But if there's someone that needs talking to, and Oric looks to Tig, perhaps I should go.
Oric, I can't protect you when you are out there. Please don't go.
You can't protect
You
me.
can't
Pretend-
protect anything at all right now. Also, you're insane. So, really,
Sloan, we are in a new hell here.
We have been in too many wars to not be insane.
were you a medic
Well-
somewhere? Where do they let females serve?
Well, I mean, someone tried to blow up Tig arm before with like.
They look like they succeeded. Look, you're fucked.
If you keep talking, I might have to hit you.
No.
I'm not
You're
exactly
making me
worried.
very angry.
Sloan,
Little girl.
Sloan. Oric walks up to Sloan, in between her and him, and kind of gets close and kind of puts his hand on her shoulder, and on her neck. Not in a grabbing your neck way, in a comforting way.
No, I know. I got you.
Shut up. Sloan, those sticks. We can't protect ourselves from those things. They're
Of course
forbidden.
we can. They're just sticks.
No, they are not. No, they are not. Just like many things that I have are not so simple. Remember the destructive capacity behind the things I possess at home. That look like sticks, and bubbles, and beads.
Are you whispering?
Yes.
Good.
You can't
I'm still
go-
rolling a 6.
Good, because I just realized if he heard that, he'd be like, "Where's your home? I want your destructive
that
bubbles."
was exactly what was happening, right? I was like, the rest of
This
the backfill
guy's
thing,
got grenades back in
he
his
was gonna be
house.
like, "New deal, get me your shit."
You can't leave. What if this happens to you?
And Tig go
And
down.
Oh, but he rolled better for
Don't-
Sloane. All right, continue.
I have to do it. Otherwise, we're all dead. You see the way they're talking. We don't know this place.
No.
I barely got us out of that.
Take have idea.
What's your passive perception, Sloane? It should be on your D&D Beyond sheet because I didn't change your wisdom.
Yeah, 20.
Really? Oh, do you have a feat?
Well,
or something?
yeah, I've got observant.
Ah,
I can read it.
I was like, how is yours bigger than mine?
I
Okay.
I didn't realize I actually do have a pretty decent passive perception. 17.
At a 20.
Yeah.
So-
well, my passive investigation is 21.
Unfortunately. So you look to one side and you notice that the guy you've been talking to though in the long coat, he nods. Just look at him for a sec. And then Auric, you see another man approaching. Do you wish to do anything? Or you just
a new man, or just someone,
one of
the
the
other men
thugs,
approaching
yeah.
us,
yeah.
approaching me and Sloane and Tig.
Is it just him that notices?
Yep.
I did
So
have an idea.
the main guy whispered something to him, and he started.
He just
walking
nodded.
towards
That
us.
was all. Just nodded. That was it.
Okay, and then this guy started walking towards us. Does this guy have anything other than a gun?
Got a gun lowered in one hand and another hand in his pocket.
Take have an idea. Why don't we get Smart Man to write down questions?
You won't have time for all this. I just need to know what Oryx is doing because the room is like 20 by 20. So
It's okay.
like
I was just
I'm going to step away from Sloane and towards this man. I'm just going to go towards him and just say, I will go. I will go.
Rick.
If you can promise us that you won't hurt them before I get back, or within the hour, whatever your terms are.
he looks back to his boss. You'll go now? No more of this back and forth bullshit?
Yes. What is the man's name I need to speak to? Are there any things I need to say to get his attention?
Names are a liability. It's line of work.
I figured
looking-
it wasn't his real name.
You're looking for a man. He is dressed as a soldier. He should have 2 stripes on his shoulder. I don't know if it's rank insignia or if he has a pin. All we know, man, 2 stripes, soldier.
And we're to find out where the next shipment is going and when the boat will be here.
Just ask when the next boat is leaving. And where from.
Done. Give me the map.
Hands you the map. And then he nods again to his friend, who just puts a, what's it called, syringe, right near your wound. Sloane. You were instantly injected with morphine. And then fairly quickly you just go a bit gooey.
Anything to help me out there?
You have your wits.
Oh, can you have a stick?
No.
Oh.
Fine.
Go. When you come back here, there'll be someone to guide you to where we're heading.
Icky, get a stick. Like, okay?
Okay.
Just take.
But to protect me.
Leave now?
Yeah.
I think it's what we said. You go.
Yes.
Fuck off.
Yes.
As
And
he
Oric
leaves...
will.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
No, you go. You,
you go.
I want.
You hang
What,
up.
what is
You hang up.
Sloan? What is Sloan in her
In her delirium.
pain?
Yeah. I like as soon as Oric starts to like leave, like in my delirium, I know I'm not going to get very far and I'm not going to be successful, but he starts moving, I start moving, attempt to start moving.
I just push her back with one finger.
Do you actually, or would you let her stand up?
Oh no, I push her back down into her seat. I'm gonna try because I know she's kind of. I'll be like,
Make
no.
opposed strength checks.
Oh, this is hilarious. This is gonna be so bad.
Is this like a double doors kind of cellar?
No, just like a single like hatch.
Hatch.
18.
13.
Okay. You try to get up, and she just kind of pushes you back. You just, yeah.
Or we
Ooh.
can just let him go, Sig.
We're not. It's okay.
It's not okay.
As they're
You'll be
talking, do you just
fine.
go out the hatch?
Oric, as they're talking, Oric is like kind of climbing the steps up and like holding the handle of the hatch, and he's just sort of
Here's my wizard.
throws it open and goes.
All right. It's probably only been like 5-ish minutes since you went downstairs.
Yeah.
So you throw the hatch open, you head outside, and there's still the occasional explosion, but they're kind of further away now, and the cannons which were originally like, everything was pointing straight up, or like fire was going straight up, is now sort of off to the side, tracking whatever elsewhere, and you can't see those shapes in the air anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
But there's a lot of like patrols now moving about and ushering people inside and that sort of stuff. So make yourself a stealth check if you want to go stealthily, or you can make a charisma roll if you just want to be confident walking down the street like you're meant to be going somewhere.
Difference of
You can choose what charisma skill to do here.
okay.
Intimidation, deception, persuasion might be a hard sell, but I'll let you explain how you do it. We'll make this a little bit of a skill challenge, perhaps, as you go kilometer by kilometer.
Well, it doesn't really matter because I'm not proficient in any of it. Also, I mean, it matters for what obviously is happening, but so I'm going to do deception, and the entire. Actually, no. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my stats on my actual sheet. My dex is lower than that. I'm going to use deception in the sense that Oric is going to try to. I'm going to look at the map and see like where the nearest point on that map seems like I could potentially kind of slip away. So I'm essentially like trying to start with charisma to get to the place where I can more easily stealth.
So you're moving
through.
confidently through this area.
Yes.
Till you can find a place to drop off. I'm actually sure, but your next roll I will be dictating.
Fair.
Okay, I'll get back to you two in just a moment. We're just going to get him do half his skill challenge, then we're going to come to you, because it will take a little bit of time to get there and whatnot.
No problem.
Make a deception roll as you move confidently.
Shit. My single digit streak runs. That's a 9, good sir.
Make a performance check to back it up.
Nine.
Use different dice.
I
But-
did.
Well,
I did.
new different dice.
Okay, so you go walking out, and you're trying to be confident, but this place is spooky to you. Like, it's the half is on fire. You walk past this cathedral, which I'm pretty sure pieced together now is St. Paul's Cathedral in London. And it's lit by fire. It itself seems untouched. There are a lot of soldiers milling about, going through rubble, putting out fires. There's still whistles going on, and one of them runs up to you with two others in tow and puts a hand and says, "Where are you going?" Gotta find another place for you. You can't be here.
I'm just trying to get through. I'm trying to get out of the way. Or help.
You gotta get into one of the shelters. St. Paul's closest.
I know another shelter where my family is.
Oh, family? Which way? We can escort you. My accent changed completely. We can escort you.
I just need to get through. I don't need an escort. I just need to get through.
You rolled a 9. That is his DC on this insight.
Hope your streak goes too.
He rolled a 7.
Thank God that we're both sucking tonight. And I'm just sucking slightly better.
Family, you say? All right, they live near here. And one of the guys behind was like, "Sir, no one lives near here." He's like, "Shh, I'm talking." It's just, and you see the two behind him look at each other and just shake their heads. And you've been around long enough to know when soldiers are like, "We're following a fucking idiot." So, he lets you on your way.
I'm not happy about it.
I'm not happy about a lot of things right now.
Odds I wish just for an ounce of magic.
As you are,
'Cause I actually roll this bad often. I just have a lot of magic to fix it.
as you are moving and you kind of get around the back of the cathedral, you open up the map, and now you are going to make a investigation check to where the best point is nearby to slip into somewhere unseen.
Come on, Sean. I believe in you.
Do you know? Oh, different dice.
Different dice. Different dice.
So that makes
you know,
more
that-
sense
this
than
is-
a stealth. So
Yeah,
for now.
you know what? This actually, interestingly, like, these low rolls are because I very infrequently are in positions where Auric has to roll these stats. Because I deliberately keep myself out of these positions. Which is why... And my other stats, like this one, have plus 11s to them. Thank God. Okay, 24.
Okay. You sit there, you look through the map, you identify two places. One will get you pretty much a straight shot to the tower. There's like a big open area around the tower. That's the fastest route. You'd have to get there. You might be waylaid a bit if someone stops you in the open or there's something going on. But you're looking at maybe a 10-minute walk to get to the tower, and then you have to go around the tower to the other side.
Okay.
Or you can loop up and around.
Mhm.
Actually, I realize there's a third option here. Up and around is going to take you like half an hour, maybe more, to get all the way around. The last one is you can try to sneak by like at the river. You've not seen the river, but you're old enough, water's kind of common enough to know that if there's a big river, because you can hear it, there's probably a lot of military presence around it.
Yeah.
So.
And during a war.
You got 10 minutes straight shot, 15 to 20 by the river, or like 30 to 40 going really far around.
30 or 40 sounds like an option.
It is the safest option, but it is the
It's gonna take
a long option.
It's going to take way too long. They'll be shot before they even are halfway back.
It only took you like 2 minutes to get to where you are now.
Yeah, but I'd have to take the straight... I'm going to have to... If I do that, then I have to take the straight path back. Otherwise, they're going to get shot. If I take the straight path now and everything goes well, I might be able to do the safe path back.
There's like the mid path, which is military.
And then there's the
presence,
mid
but
path. Yeah. But high... Yeah, the classic 3-choice option. Straight shot. I'm going with the straight shot.
Okay. Make a stealth roll.
Come on. You got this. You got this. Channel rogue vibes. Feel the rogue
Mickey is my
vibes.
wizard.
Those vibes were bad, Shannon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Guess what it is, Nova? Another fucking 9.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's an 8. I just realized my dexterity is only a +1 in this world.
As you get to this big open area, you see a castle with like a dug-in like moat, but maybe
finally something
not,
familiar.
There's river there, and like this has to be where the king lives, right? Like it's
Of course,
just a huge
it's
castle
castle.
in the middle of the city.
Tower of London. Imagine.
Um,
I mean, I've seen gods. And Duskfall is a mighty city. I don't know if the Tower of London.
This checks out. Yeah.
have you been to the Tower of London?
No, I've seen pictures.
Yeah, it's a pretty big castle.
It's quite substantial.
Yeah, it's big.
It was
Really?
a
Because it doesn't
shocker.
look that big. And
No, it doesn't
pictures.
look that big in photos, but it's actually really
it looks like a little chunky, stout tower.
It
But
does.
it is a tower.
It's got quite a, like the outer wall, and inside is like quite a large area. There's multiple buildings. There was residence for the king and crew that were when they were traveling from place to place. So like it is not small.
It had like
it is not
a
the biggest
little-
tower, but the biggest castle, but it is
It-
not small.
It had like a little town inside it. It was cool, like a marketplace.
I've been
it
there like
was
3 times, so
substantial.
I'm pretty sure I could give you a mental tour right now.
He could
I'm not
also
going
tell you
to.
where the mini Thames are because he stepped in a big puddle.
Anyway. Look at that big. That's a big castle. Okay. I think I'm so desensitized by all fantasy genres.
Because fantasy stuff tends to be like,
be
it is
impossibly
the
big.
castle. It is fucking 400 city blocks, and you're like, what?
Yeah. You know, I'm used to like that. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I rolled poorly. As I get sidetracked by looking at this castle.
Okay. As you get to the edge of it, and you're like, I just gotta have to run for it. You try to run fast, and in the almost pitch black of the first bit, it's just splash, 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 and you feel eyes on you immediately. I was gonna switch to the other two, but Sarah's just like, no, I don't want to play anymore. So, are you alright waiting a bit longer there, Shannon, while I continue with this? Okay. A man walks up to you, Auric. He's holding staff. He has a cloak about him. I am masked for this place. No one could see me. But you, young Auric, I am Gan. We've met. I was your guide earlier when you got to this place.
Oh, Gan.
Usually I don't do this, but
I forgot he was watching.
some people are looking for you from your world in the halls, caverns, and think they found your residence. Anyone that sees me here will just think I'm some homeless man, but for now, I'm mostly unseeable. Only those that are a bit special might be able to find me. So, be careful.
Who is looking for us?
Your infamy has spread somewhat as you've been around. Do you know how long you've been in the caverns for compared to the outside world?
I have no frame of reference. just trying to get out.
You are not the only peoples dealing with the problems of the world, and there have been hiccups as other adventurers are seeking out Tiamat and the Horsemen, and aiding or harming each side. The war, not the one here from this time and place, but the one from your home. South have sent a group to stop you.
Bloody politics. I appreciate the warning. I don't have much time here. I have to, in order to protect my friends, to get out of this horrible place. I need to go.
It has been almost 18 months since you first entered the caverns.
I had a feeling it was going to be something like that.
Your essence is draining substantially, and you will need to be careful continuing on, especially here. This is a world where you died, or you left, I'm not sure, but entropy won out. The world restarted without any magic. You have been dropped into the timeline. Things don't get better. And the things they create are worse than any magic of our home. And he just lays a hand on your shoulder and presses a thumb to your forehead, and you just get a quick montage of war from like 1900 to 2020.
Ugh. Orc's eyes open. My eyes open after that, and there's just like panic. Is there any other guidance you can give me on how to get out of here? No,
This
you're not
place is
meant
about
to.
intentions and convictions. You are dedicated to seeing a war through in your time and stopping something evil no matter what. This world is war, and you need to understand what you are putting people through. I tell you this, but you cannot speak it to the others. If you were to do so, I fear you'd be trapped here, never to leave. Each must realize it themselves. You are different. Burgeoning godhood does that. There's soldiers coming. And he just steps back into the shadow and is gone.
Wait. Oh. Oh, the constraints of a human mind. And then Gork shakes his head and looks around for a place to escape the soldiers.
Okay. Well, you rolled a 9, so let's see how I roll.
Probably, my luck is not going to hold out, I bet.
I rolled an 8. Well, you rolled an 8, you said.
I had an 8 also.
So
yeah,
equals
so-
beats.
Meets a
Beats
beats.
But which
beats
we-
it.
Does it when it's opposing?
I think it's-
I don't
is it a
know.
reroll?
Oh, actually, you're right. It's not a. It's we do in Paris. We do rerolls for that.
All right, we will reroll.
Meets a beats is for attacks and saves.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, this could be worse. I'm gonna use a different dice.
I believe in you, Auric. You
I
can
have
do
one
it.
dice, and the DC is not high. Don't.
Come on,
don't-
Auric.
Now I'm like having anxiety over which dice I choose. I'm gonna use my metal dice.
Can I
Hell
roll
yeah.
for him?
No.
It's chunky. Okay, slightly better. With a 12.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
That's
all
good.
right.
DC was
good.
4, good sir.
Yeah!
Excellent.
Low
I like
probability.
these. I like these opposed rolls for some skill checks because they just make it great. So you
I do.
like you go to take a step and then you realize you're still in puddles, and in the darkness you see these like torches on, and they just kind of like run within like 3 meters of you, just 10 feet, just straight past you down the alley you came out of, and you're just like to yourself, I guess, or to a Ganwin.
Yeah, no, I think I just have a deep like. Okay. And I'll look out instead of just running around like a madman. I look out to see if the coast is clear.
This is not a part of the skill check. I make a perception roll.
Okay.
Skill challenge.
In the time I'm cursing my human eyes that don't have dark vision. Or do they see anything? That's
How'd you do?
I got a 13.
Do you have the feat for photographic memory?
I don't.
Keen mind?
I opted for linguist instead of keen mind.
Okay. Just roll an intelligence check for me.
Got it, boss.
I know I'm making you do a lot of rolls. I'm just trying to. What'd you get?
11. I rolled 2 6s.
The DC. So the first one you got was 13, then it was 6. Sorry,
Yep.
11.
Yeah, 11. 13 and an 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
the highest roll I've rolled tonight is a 10.
With the explosions and the fire and the rubble, DC is kind of low for most things here.
Yeah.
You managed to sneak off most of the way. Get to that in a moment. But in the darkness, you can't see the map very easily, and you're not quite like after the conversation and the turning around and everything. You're like, is it north way around or the south way around? The south goes to the river, but the north, I think it was a shorter route, and you're kind of not entirely sure.
There's several times where I try to cast magic, not because like I'm actually like intentionally doing it. It is pure muscle memory and pure like this is like those videos of astronauts just leaving pens, dropping pens because they think they'll float. Or I'm just like, oh god, and I'll just like do a hand configuration to try to create dancing lights, just because I'm like I can't see. When I can't see, I cast dancing lights. Obviously, nothing happened. Maybe. Not. Maybe. I don't know.
You make a little hand configuration to do it, and be like, damn. You hear this like rubble skitter. And you turn, and where there's a little bit of like firelight from a half collapsed building with a body somewhat trapped in it. And you swear at the top of the rubble, there's just 2 glowing yellow eyes looking out at you.
Glowing is in like magically glowing or reflective glowing?
The former. Something not natural.
Take note of that. try to see my map with the tiny bit of.
You're gonna walk towards the glowing eyes to get that fire so you can see things? No?
I'm not. I'm going to look at them and then get the hell out of there because I don't like whatever that is.
As you start moving away, you see this faint hiss behind you. And then you hear something tear flesh in the dark.
Like that.
Just...
It's maybe not exactly our world. Maybe there are other things happening here. It's also kind of cool. Yeah, Oryx wants to get away from that. Oryx has no idea what kind of monsters exist in this world. If it's just humans who are the monsters, or if there are creatures like that.
Okay.
I think from the flash of the 20th century in his mind, he probably knows that that's not natural to this world.
Okay, back in the cellar. A hatch opens at the back, and these men usher you out.
Wait. We have to stay here, otherwise he will not find us again.
You'll be fine. And he puts you. They like pick you up and just place you in like a wheelbarrow. And start pushing you down this little underground corridor. Somewhere at the edge, you hear it smells like a zzz, and then the lights just flicker on down the or in the little globes.
Where are we going?
Fire in a jar.
Patience roll. Okay. We're taking you somewhere a bit safer than here. Let's just see. What?
How will he know where to find us?
I'll leave a man to tell him.
You better.
That better not come out of his time.
No.
We'll see.
It better not come out of his time, otherwise Tig go play.
You don't want to see Tig play.
With like blocks or
No.
hide
If
and
you
seek?
want. If you want.
Is that how they kept you busy at the asylum? I'm so.
No, that's how they died.
Ooh. And then all of a sudden he looks around and they all point their guns at Tig again. Just keep an eye.
I'm just like
on the
scratching
psycho-
my face with my weak looking arm, just like.
Keep an eye on the psycho murderer lady, please, guys. You look pretty tough there, young Sloane, is it?
Yes.
It's a shame you've got that hole in you. You've got underground boxing.
I'm not interested in that right now.
No, and I mean, if you did win, we'd make a fortune, but that hole in your side kind of makes it hard.
Yes, I'm not fighting for you. I fight for myself.
What if we did fight for you?
No, Tig. No.
Just curious.
So tell me about your friend. Why did he break you out? Or why did he find two obviously insane women to accompany him?
I found him. In a tree, actually. So.
Where was it that you found? You said you're from the north, but
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The
Greenland?
north.
It's very green.
Not where I am from, no. It's very icy.
Greenland.
I just look at Sloane and I'm like, they're crazy.
That's so funny, actually.
I know, right? Iceland is green, Greenland is cold.
I don't want to answer any of your questions. I don't. My friend is out there by himself, and he doesn't have anybody with him. I don't want to talk to you right now.
Excuse me, Mr. Man. I don't think she's trying to be rude. I think it's just war is bad and affects everyone different. And Sloane loves Auric.
He is
and
my
your
best
husband?
their best friend.
No, he is my
Well-
best friend.
Well, don't
But you
have
love him.
loved ones? Like family? Do you have family?
He looks at one of his men and winks like, I'm starting to understand your friend a bit. He's twisted. Okay. That makes this a lot easier. He will be coming back for his friend. We're going to place you, Sloane, on a bed so you can heal up and everything will be fine. You, murderer, will place
She
in a
is
cage.
not a murderer.
Well,
No.
she-
Tig never
No,
murder anybody.
No.
Tig only do her job.
Tig stays with me. Or I go
My-
with her.
Tig's job is to take care of both of them. When they're not big and strong, Tig do the stuff that is needed for big and strong people. Like you have sticks and be very like intimidating. That's what Tig do.
you're intimidated.
And she's very good at it.
Tig just cute
Back
about
home.
it.
She stays with me or I go with her. You
You're
will
not in a
separate
position
us.
to argue.
And yet here I am arguing.
Maybe say please. Don't forget your manners.
Please.
After not too long, maybe 5 minutes, they have gone through like one room to another. There's a makeshift like cell. It's just a door, like a fairly heavy wooden door with a little small piece of glass in it. Tig, this is your room. And he just throws in like some pieces of like off-cut wood and a barrel lid, and he's like, and there's some toys for you to play with, blocks.
I'm just gonna look at this guy and be like, okay. I look at Sloane and I'm like, okay.
You don't have to go in there, Tig.
No, but Tig loves toys to play with.
And then he turns away to go towards you, Sloane. Are you walking into the room, Tig?
No.
You hear something about there, and he turns back. Get her in there, and one's
No,
going.
Tig doesn't play alone. And I'm gonna grab whoever tries to push me and I'll try and like hold on to their hand, like, let's go play. And I'm gonna hold on to his hand real tight. Give him a
Love it.
snuggle.
Sir?
Sir, can Tig play with friend?
Yes.
I'll look at Sloane and be like, Tig play?
And
Okay.
he holds his hand. The guy holds his hand out. He's like, "Pass me your weapon," and hands the gun over, and then lets you go in. They lock the door with you and this other dude in there. He
Hmm.
looks to be about 18, kind of skinny. Not quite a man yet.
I do not appreciate that you are separating us.
He grabs a bottle and he's like, "You're going to be in pain again fairly soon, so this will help." And he passes it to you.
I don't want it.
It's a healing factor.
Potion.
Yeah, healing potion.
That's
You may make an insight check if you wish.
I was going to ask.
This is great.
Eight. Well,
Is,
14.
is it? Are you proficient
I
in
forgot
insight?
to. Yes. Nope. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I
Wow. You have to re-roll since you matched.
am.
Oh.
Oops, I dropped it. Oh, and I dropped it. Okay.
13.
Okay. Tell the truth, this is a healing potion.
Fine. I snatch it out of his hand and drink it.
Tastes terrible. Burns on the way down.
Oh. That is not a healing potion. That's not what they taste like. Oh.
It's
Cheap
what,
healing potion?
it's what we have, so you're just going to have to drink it.
Yeah.
If we find better ones, we give some to you, okay?
God damn it, Mick, shut her up. And the guy tries to, like, put a hand over your mouth, Tig.
Okay, and I just go.
Make an attack roll.
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah! 19 on the dice.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Roll unarmed damage. So roll. 1 plus strength. What's your strength?
14.
Okay. So he takes 3 points of damage as you bend his feet. He's like, ah, bitch! And he hits you.
Oh, sorry.
What is your AC? Your AC would be... What's your con and dex currently?
Changed.
Yeah. Let me open this up.
My con is 12 and my dex is 12.
So your AC is 12.
Yep.
Okay. He takes a swing and you duck. And then with his second attack, he hits you. You take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Your health is now 6, by the way.
Oh no.
I know. I do have a thing here.
Yeah, and he's like,
No.
calm down. Just... Sir, she's...
This
Aggressive.
Not how you play?
We gave you blocks! Sit down! Fucking... And he
Well,
goes and,
let's
like,
just play.
puts his back to the door, like, leans against it.
Sloan, they're not very good at play.
That's
He-
your kind of play.
Boring.
Can someone get me a gag? And someone passes, like, through a strip of cloth.
Don't touch her.
The next time you take a swig of the healing potion, he, like, just holds the bottle up a little bit.
Yeah.
Make a constitution saving throw as you've had morphine and, say, a quarter bottle of whiskey. What'd you get?
Got a natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are still a bit loopy and gooey from the morphine, but you are not, like, getting that extra brain deadness of being completely fucked up by alcohol. Tig, you have a lid, 4 pieces of rough cut wood, and a man looking at you, kind of like shaking his hand, where you bent his fingers back and then he's punched you and he's like, fuck, that hurt.
Same hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Just eyeballing his fingers. Just
Can you give me snacks?
Sir, I think she's a
finger food?
cannibal!
Like finger food?
And he's like, knocks on it, let me out!
Tig real hungry.
I rolled a 1 for his, like, keeping his shit together check. One of the guys outside laughs, and he turns his back to you like, sir! What do you want to do?
He turns his back to me?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Bulldoze him to the door and get the gun.
His gun's outside.
And
so-
basic. Oh, his gun's outside. He's in here unarmed.
Yeah.
Oh, they fucked up. Okay. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna grab one of the bits of stick I'm just playing with, and he turns
wood,
his
yeah.
back. I'm gonna.
It's not a stick, it's a chunk of wood. It's like a piece of wood, like a 2x4 that's been cut.
Oh, sweet, cool. I'm gonna just grab it and run to the door and up against the door.
Okay, make attack roll. Do it with an improvised weapon. I'll give you a D4 for your damage when you roll this instead of 1.
Nice.
D4.
Roll to hit first, honey.
Oh, roll to hit. Sorry. My
You're still
brain.
playing D&D, yes.
17 hit.
That'll hit. 1d4 plus strength.
1d4 plus strength. Oh god. So my strength is 14.
You get plus 2.
4,
So.
so 3, 5.
Nice.
So, sir! And then as you're sitting there, and as again, his face gets smashed into the bar so hard, it cracks into his skull. One of his eyes pops through the bar, and then you see as Tig pulls the chunk of wood out, this guy just falls, leaving gore just on the bar. She's holding a piece of wood, and like the corner of it has just smashed into the back. It's got hair and brain matter on it still.
That is how take place.
One of the guys instantly draws his gun and fires at Tig.
No.
You're lucky I rolled a 3. I am rolling horribly. And it just
The dice gods have smiled upon me.
through the door, and you see a piece of wood on the floor just shatter, like it's just splinters as it's gone through the door, arced down, like smashed into the wooden block on the floor.
I'm just like, whoop, I'll be quiet now.
And Sloane, you get this thing hits the side of your head, and you hear this, put the block down, you fucking crazy lady.
Bye.
Mick was just a kid. What is wrong with you?
You gave me Playmate. It's not how you do war. Take raised to, like, go out into war. Sorry, just doing what I was told to do.
He looks about, and he finds a small shape on the floor, a round thing. Maybe we will leave you here. Oric.
Yes.
You.
Oh, I can't believe I'm risking everything for my friends going through this bombing. I hope that they're keeping everything
Ship shape.
nice and good back there. We can just get out of this nice and clean.
Okay. You. North or south? Your choice. You no roll this time. You're darting across the open. You move into the light of the moon, like is now bathing this area as the clouds move aside. And you can see people kind of on the tower walls, down in different areas. There's some tents out. What are you doing?
Go south.
South. Okay. you run around the south, you move back into the shadows, you drop down and you see there's like a walkway down by the in the river, and there's small patrol boats, just little row boats with like 4 to 6 people in them, and at the moment they're just scanning the water and occasionally the sides, but mostly the water with a single torch. And there's an oil lantern at the back of it.
Okay. And I'm looking. The guy that I'm looking for is supposed to be a soldier, or at least dressed as a soldier. So I should be looking for one of these soldiers.
He's past the tower by about 2 blocks.
That's right. So I have to get past the tower.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, where exactly am I? I have gone south around the tower. I'm looking into the river,
you've
right?
Dropped into like
I've dropped
like
down
small,
into the side.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's a small like 2 brick walkway, so you can kind of like shimmy across it. You can go this way the entire way.
Yeah.
Or you can try to climb out as soon as possible. So you can get just past the tower and then back out.
So I'm basically choosing which set of guards to try to the tower guards or the river guards.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have more cover down here. I just have to keep an eye on the river boat itself to make sure that they don't. When they are looking over here, I can hide. I'm gonna stay down.
Make an acrobatics roll to shimmy across this small, wet ledge.
Guess who's going for a swim?
Can you swim?
Rolls. Or it can swim, I think.
In 1,000 years, at some point, you've learned to float, yes.
Or only doggy paddles.
It's like, this is going to be a bit of an oversight.
I never had to swim. I always just levitated out of the water.
I just had an image of Auric doggy paddling going,
please don't
how
fuck this up.
humiliating.
Yeah! Ah.
Woo! Woo!
Made it.
Auric just became a Christian. Nat 20.
Okay. And their perception roll sucked, so they don't see you. As you kind of like shimmy, 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 shimmy. Stop. And you like duck low as they kind of like go like above your head across the river, like walkway up top, not down low. And then they paddle past and kind of move off. I wouldn't be running. It's more like shimmy, 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 shimmy,
No.
shimmy.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And then as you kind of move further and further down, you hear the boat come back. But now, instead of having to climb out with athletics, you get to just walk out with a up some stairs or a ladder.
Okay.
And you come out about a block from the thing, and there's people here.
A little more block to
There
go.
are soldiers here, but you can see that there's several buildings that they've erected some like barricades and fences along, and it's almost like they've converted what you don't even know what these are, because like all the buildings are a bit different to what you're used to, but it's been converted into some sort of makeshift warehouse for this end of town.
Okay.
So
I can. Am I oriented? Like, do I know? Like,
you know where you are now. You like that's where I got to go. You just got to walk a little bit to get there.
Okay.
So you walk up.
Yes.
And you see the bombs didn't really hit here.
Okay.
You tell me what you think. You can't use any roll you've already used.
Okay.
What you want to do to get inside to look at this man.
All
You're
right.
told you
I
to be
can't use any rolls I've
inside.
already done, so I can't do. I've mostly done stealth and
Stealth, deception, investigation,
performance.
performance, acrobatics.
Okay. Oof, okay. What do I want to do to try to do a good old fashioned insight? No, I did an insight. Part of the skill? No, that was earlier. This is choose. Okay, so try to get in there to look. I feel like a perception check is the best bet. Around from the end. Where's my stat? A bunch of other stuff. Just
Perception?
perception is probably the best. My best
Okay,
bet.
roll a perception check to find the best path in.
Okay.
Avoid the most people.
Yeah. Avoid the
They're
most
going to be
people
just doing
and
an
be the most
opposed
discreet.
perception to like see if they see you.
Thoric is definitely a Christian now. Nat 20.
Okay, well they rolled 18 plus 2, so you definitely pass.
That's 27.
So you sort of just sort of notices you walking in, and just sort of like, what the fuck, and then just ignores you, like, and you kind of just like, I guess, nod to him. He's just weird, and then keeps going about his way. Just like a guy who's
wink.
like, he's like, it's pretty late at night at this point. Like, you know, by the time we went down and talked, you know, he's just like, I don't want to deal with this right now. He just like starts drinking from his flask he's got. You go to the main door, and you happen to get there as some guy turns away and lights up a smoke, and you just creep in. You were seeing what this guy was doing. You just in. No one's noticed you, really, apart from that one guy that just didn't care. There's
I should have been a rogue.
There's 2 men inside. You did just roll an natural 20, so I'll make you reroll anything to look at them.
Okay.
One
Any of them
is
have 2 stripes.
one has 2 stripes, and the other one has a couple of things pinned to his chest.
Okay.
They're on the opposite ends of the building.
They are on the opposite from me, or both of them are on the opposite side.
They are opposite ends to each other. You are kind of coming through the middle. It's maybe...
Okay.
They seem like they've cleared a lot of stuff out here. They've reinforced the floors, but they've knocked out some walls to allow more places to put things.
Yep.
And I'd say you've got maybe 50 feet between them. So you're
Okay, and
25 to either one.
Are they like looking at each other, or are they both busy?
They're both just doing their work.
Okay. Are they facing each other?
Kind of, but like they're both like going through things and moving boxes, and like they're kind of distracted.
Okay, I'd like to very quietly like move towards the 2 striped man. Just try not to make a lot of noise. I just don't want to get the other person's attention. I'm not really 100% like sneaking, because I don't think there's a lot of, it's an open space. There's just boxes, right? There's not really a lot of places to hide.
I'm going to tell you to make a stealth check, but it's not like a it's more just just
More of a
trying not to make too much
subtlety
noise as you
check,
go.
really.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the karma. It's not a nat 20, but it is high. It's a actually, is my dexterity?
It's like a
is
sleight
12,
of
right?
body
Yeah.
check. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a 19.
Just imagining you like dipping into a pocket and back out. But yeah, you get to this man. He just looks up, he's like, looks at you, what you're wearing. He's like, and you are?
My name is Peter.
Peter. What can
No,
I
I
do
just
for you,
Paul, but-
Peter?
For a friend, I'm inquiring about when the next boat will be coming in. A certain shipment.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. You're saying mostly the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Persuasion. It's a 16.
Close enough. Tomorrow morning, we need 4 boxes delivered. If you have any of the gas canisters, that would be good too.
And where?
Not far.
Oh.
It's about 14 kilometers. It's called the Prince and Pearl. Small boat heading to the front line. You should be able to find it. It's not isolated. There's other boats around it, but if you have everything you say you have, you should be able to get on it. Just dress the part. What is this? I know he has some uniforms. I don't know why he would send this.
I think he wanted to make it a bit hard.
Well, fine. I guess with everything going on, everyone's a bit distracted.
Dark times.
Are you staying or are you leaving?
I need to get back quickly.
Well, half payment now. Half when I get word it's arrived. Understood?
Yes.
Good. And he hands you like a small, like a duffel bag sort of thing. Like an army kit bag. And he looks up and down. He's like, "God, you're never going to make it back there like this." And he gets you a long winter coat, even though it's like kind of warmish at the moment. To put over you, and he goes to the front door with, "Come." And he points to the guy taking a smoke, and the guy that didn't give a fuck, like, "You two, take this man back to St. Paul's. He's got urgent business." Are we done?
Yes, you've been most helpful.
Tell your boss that if things aren't delivered, there will be problems. Germans or no? Understood?
Germans, yes.
And he closes the door and leaves because he rolled a 1 on his insight. Having such a day. Okay.
We're all, everyone's distracted. It's dark times. Okay, yes, an orc will make no trouble to these two men. He'll just let them lead him back to St. Paul's.
Your whole journey is only take about half an hour because you moved quite a bit of speed, and you took the faster route, and now you're going to escort back because you rolled pretty well towards the end. So I'm going to say you kind of just did good there.
Yeah, those last 3 rolls kind of saved my ass.
Yeah. You're just lucky I rolled badly up until that point, or you could have taken a good hour easily.
Very easily. This all could have gone very badly. I am very lucky.
Back at the cage match, tell your friend to stand down, or I'll put a hole in your skull.
I'm sitting on the floor.
Is he talking to me? Yeah, okay. Tig. Fake
do
play.
Bad?
Fake play.
Pig did bad.
No.
Pig
Face down on the ground, hands behind your back, legs apart. Now.
That's not nice. I'm just gonna lie down.
Look, it's either she does what I say, or I'm going to shoot you and then her. Your choice.
Was he saying that to me or was he saying that to Tig?
To you.
Oh. The getting down part, was that to me?
No, to Tig.
Okay. Tig, just do what he says.
Yeah, no, Tig done that.
You're on the floor, hands behind your back.
Yeah.
One of my men is going to go in there and cuff her. If she moves, Sloane, I'm going to shoot you in the abdomen and then leave you here. Then I'm going to shoot her in the head, and you can watch me drag her out. Good.
Tig, are you okay?
Yeah? Tig just need to sneeze first. It's very dusty. I'm sorry.
She won't cause any more harm, I
Okay.
promise.
Tig freeze now.
But if you hurt her, I will hurt you.
One of the guys moves in, cuffs you, Tig, chains behind your back, and then you hear someone come in and they spit on you and be like, Mickey was my brother. And you get a boot to the ribs, and you hear something crack as your ribs break.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, you are going to go unconscious with pain because you rolled quite high.
Yeah, sounds good.
A lot of these guys are brawlers, fist fighters, so they have
Yeah.
something plus their strength.
Yeah. Like, Tig's been fucked up in fights before, so that's fine.
You hear the thud, Sloane, and then they drag Tig out, and they she's unconscious, and they hook her chains so that she's against a wall, sort of like half hanging unconscious.
What did you do? She
said,
was going to listen.
You said if
She
I
was
hurt
going
her,
to
you'd hurt
listen.
me. I didn't do anything. If your friend makes it back, you have another job for me after this. Good. Quiet. Finally. Finish your healing potion and be quiet.
I push it to the side and just... I don't know if there's a chair or something, or just sit next to Tig or whatever.
Well, the pain will be coming back, and I don't have to keep helping you. No? Don't want to do it? Fine. And you sit there in sullen silence, I guess, for like 20 minutes until Auric shows up?
She's capable. Spite's a strong thing.
Especially with Sloane.
Deciding on quiet or not?
Why are they here?
I'm thinking.
What are they doing?
The person that I had been talking to the most this whole time. You will keep your word, right? You will wait the full hour.
If you don't give me reason to regret it.
He will come back.
I wouldn't. Sure enough, with about 15 minutes to spare, after he's questioned a little bit by a guy at the front, Auric comes walking in. Well, I would have lost that bet. Where is it? You're muted, and you also watch someone putting a young man into a effectively a body bag. laying a sheet over him.
Oric would immediately like drop his head into his hands after seeing that, and then like kind of
He looks fatigued, unconscious.
Oric pushes it. I push it down. Here, and I give him the duffel bag. Moro, 4 boxes. Gas canisters if you have them. 40 kilometers from the warehouse. Prince and Pearl. It's going to the front lines. If there's any problems, the Germans will know.
The Germans will? Why would the Germans? He's working with the Germans. Interesting. I don't... Anyways. You say Germans or know, or the Germans will know?
Will. I said will.
Okay. Good. Your friends have caused quite a bit of trouble for me here. So I've got an idea to solve all of this.
No, it is solved. We did the job. We leave.
No,
We are not a problem anymore.
That was the terms. We do the job, you let us go.
Simon, do you think this is even? Killed your brother? And the guy who kicked Tig is shaking his head. I didn't think so. You've killed one of mine. You are going to do a bigger task, but after this, well, I won't even know where you are, so it's fine. I don't care after that. You can read and write, yes, sir?
Yes.
Good. You're going to be doing some clerical work in France. You're going to take these boxes with a couple of my men to the Prince and Pearl and seeing them to the front.
And we're going with him, right?
You are going with him, yes. I don't want you anywhere near me or mine. But if you act up in any way, I will have you shot and we will just deliver the goods ourselves. No one will ever find you if you're dropped in the channel.
Fine.
Good.
But don't separate us. If you didn't separate us, I could have stopped this from happening.
You know, these two will be counted as your aides over there, but I really don't think you would have gotten anywhere with them.
I understand that.
Good.
But also, you could have let us go from the beginning and this man's brother would be alive.
Maybe.
So is it really our faults, sir? We'll work with you, but I want you to think about that.
Climbed in here for shelter with us. You could have gone anywhere.
And as I've already demonstrated, we are inept and out of water. A fish. But every second growing more aware, sir. We'll do this last job for you and we'll be parted.
You can get your gun now. We will have you taken to the Prince and Pearl. Get out of my sight. Oh, the uniform there for you. Fucking normal clothes for these two. Put the burnt one in the carriage. And as you are being loaded up with the gear, unless there's more you want to say. No?
All I will say as we get loaded up and walk away is I'll just look to this man and just say, dark times.
Just nods. And you are taken to the Prince and Pearl.
if for a moment while walking with Tig and Sloane, I will try to, under my breath, look to the two of them and say, those sticks, power here. Understand?
Yes.
Tig
do not
is
have
still
power.
unconscious.
I'm
do not-
unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, then I'll say
Okay,
to Sloane.
Sloane.
And I'll look to Tig and I'll say to Sloane, she needs to understand that or we are not going to make it out of here. We have no power. If we can get power, we should get it. But not irresponsibly.
Don't like the way that they're treating us. Treating you, treating Tig.
We're powerless, Sloane. That's how powerless people are treated. Home, we have power. This is why we fight.
You hear something as everyone's loading up on the Principal, and you're standing there, and you're sort of like looking out, back to the city as you sort of finish talking, and you're just kind of standing there under watch. Can I get a perception check from Auric and Sloane?
Mm-hmm.
Dreamy perspective and perception check from Tig. What's she seeing in her unconscious dreams?
Can I make a dream perception check?
No, you can't.
Ah, that would have been so fun.
Nat 20.
18.
Hell yeah.
18, did you say?
18 for me, yeah.
And a 27 for me. This dice has redeemed itself.
Hell yeah.
Hell.
Oh, it's pretty. Hell yeah. So you're Brennan dice.
This is my mentioned 20 dice, yes. That
Love
was
it.
betraying me all in the beginning of the session.
From
Oh,
it's the
no.
dice camera. It came back. You hear something land and skitter on a rooftop. And another thing. And another thing. And one of the guys is like, a bit late for the Ravens to be out, and goes back to work. And you see 3 sets of glowing eyes watching you.
Fuck.
What is it? What's the matter? What's wrong? Are you okay? Are you hurt?
It's fine. But we're not the only things not from this world here.
You are taken below deck as you finish saying that one sentence. Someone comes up to you and mashes you, and you are locked together in a room, all 3 of you. That's where we'll end tonight's session.
Off to France!
Paris.
Paris.
We are going to Paris.
I get to
Yes.
bring back my Frenchness now. Oui.
All right. Hopefully you had a bit of fun tonight. I know it was a bit of a slow one, bit of role play.
I would
No, it was fun.
not consider this a slow one. I would consider this a tense one, which was fun.
Yes.
Very.
Yes.
Well, we'll have a real quick round of favorite moments, and then we'll go because I know it's very late for you guys. I believe it's late for you guys. 11
Yeah, it's
o'clock?
midnight.
Yeah.
Okay,
midnight.
is it matching time? Matching time. I apologize. We'll make this very quick. I'm trying not to keep us up so late. We had a lot to talk about at the start before we
started late.
We
So-
started late, yeah.
Quickly then. Sloane, favorite moment for you and one other person. Go.
Me. I am pleased with my physical acting today and
Yay.
acting with a piece
You
of
stole
shrapnel.
my thing. I was going to say that.
Well, you still can't. For somebody else, let's see. I very much enjoyed the Gan Auric back and forth. That was really well done between the two of you. And just because I don't want to leave Tig out, Tig, I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do it. That's what's gonna happen.
Thank you.
Okay. Sarah, favorite moments. You and one other person.
Favorite for one other person. First of all, I'll do the other person. I'm actually gonna pick Sloane. I'm sorry, because she had to deal with Tig's bullshit. And she did such a
True.
good job, and I sincerely did not make it easy. I'm a little sorry about that, but I'm not going to be dishonest to my character.
Never apologize. Yeah.
And I still don't
uh-huh.
understand the world we're in, so
Perfect.
Kudos on handling that. You did very well. And I was like, I don't want to leave Oric out. Well done for navigating the streets. That fucking map, dude. Well done. It's beautifully played.
Yeah.
And for myself, the blog.
The block.
Yeah, just
Oh,
I'm a yeah,
God.
and being insane. Just being Tig, but in here it's fucked up. So yeah, that's me.
Right, Sean.
For someone else, everyone, for navigating this sort of very interesting session. Like, I think I was gonna say your physical acting, Shannon, because I actually wrote down. Like, I never write down favorite moments, and I wrote down good pain RP from Sloan. There's a particular moment, like, where you did, like, a really, really convincing, like, guttural, like, groan of, like, pain, and I was like, oh, that sounded really painful. But no, I think everyone did a really good job of navigating, taking characters who have no idea what a modern world is, and learning at the right pace for your character. Like, Tig, perfectly not learning anything.
Sorry.
But it's so in character, though, because she's not like, it's not like you're just like constantly saying, what is that, what is that, what is that, which someone might role play that way with someone with 5 int here. You're like, just like, no, those are sticks. Like, I know, I don't know this world, but I'm going to confidently move through it.
Confidence, stupidity.
Yes, and Sloan had was like the perfect, like, every like just like, oh, I come from a semi-medieval world. I understand that I'm in completely out of my league, and like, I don't know anything. But as soon as I kind of get a slight grasp of the power dynamics here, I'm gonna understand things a little better. And I think you did a really good job of still being Sloan, still being confused about things, but being like having the competency that I think Sloan would have in a power dynamic moment there. Where you're like, I can't do much here. I'm still gonna threaten the guy. I know I probably can't hurt him, but that's who I am. I'm gonna threaten him, because that's the only way I know how to seize power in this moment, where I have actually no power whatsoever. And then I think this is also my favorite moment for myself, is that I think I did a good job with Oric there, where he would have a more rapid understanding of things. And know, like, and like, I'm very proud of twisting the asylum thing. I'm very proud of
that was really good.
Of those things. Of then also being like, I'm very proud of the end there. I feel like I was really pleased with the last lines to this guy. Yeah, and then Nova for navigating that entirely and making it, you keeping it straight in ways that like, how am I going to have them think they're weird? How am I going to say things to them? Keeping that all straight, but also not like overly making us completely unaware of the situation. I feel like a worse DM would have been like, you're more confused than you actually are about this. And I thought you did a good balancing job there with that. So everyone, good job in adapting to World War I era London.
Yeah, well done, everybody.
I feel like I chose World War One because it's old enough that we even are like, we're not quite sure how this would function, which means that you guys will be a bit like that. Like, I had to do a lot of research to be like, what was this stuff like? So, I was taking an extended break. I had to like look at that. To like, I was like, oh,
there's horses, but also,
I was like, oh, machine gun fire into the sky, and I looked at what the anti-aircraft guns like. Mostly 6-pounder cannons. Oh, cool. A couple machine guns, they're mostly just, like.
Yep.
So
not much in terms of vehicles. And
like no real vehicles, paddle boats, that sort of stuff.
Carriages.
It's like kind of thing. It's like, oh, really, like, incongruous technology existing at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy how, like, just what we said, like, how everyone did the adaptation, whatever. I didn't want to tell you were confused. I wanted to, like, kind of let you be confused, so I could just play the characters that are looking at you, their own confusion, being like, you're wearing a robe? What the fuck? Why are you a priest? Like, what is going on here? And then look at the other two and be like, you have a burn victim and someone with a hole in their abdomen. What is going on? So yeah, it was just I really enjoyed it. I think you all did really well in that regard. So I'm not going to repeat
Thank you.
more or less everything that you guys
I'd like
just
to
said.
say also just thank you for DMing it in such a way that made it for us as players still enjoyable, even though we are no longer on the top of the power dynamic. We are now the weaker party and we are being trodden on and being treated like shit, but we didn't feel like it was no longer enjoyable as a session, which I have been in a session like that before with another DM, and they just shat all over us and it was not fun. We did not want to play anymore. You did a really good job of still making it an enjoyable, engaging gameplay and experience. I really
the thing
appreciated
is,
that.
Nearly everyone has mental stats comparable to most of you, except for Auric. And when everyone has an AC of like 10 through 12 and hit points of 2 through 5, you guys are still super powerful. Just you can't be like, I'm a throw magic. But like even Auric can like punch someone to death here. So it's, you know.
It's not inhuman strength now.
But I love it. Like that like I don't know why, but like I really enjoyed this session. And I think maybe it is because it's like a new context for our characters to be in. Where it's not the same world where we're very versed in how to behave. I got a real good rush out of being Auric sneaking around and having nothing but his brain, which he like would in our normal sessions he would say, I have nothing but my own brain, even though like he has so much. But to actually have Auric have to rely on his brains, have Sloane actually have to rely on like real confidence and intimidation, where her confidence, intimidation, and the other thing is backed up by a war daddy and a sword.
It's the reason why they always had guns on you, is because they're like, she's huge. Like, if an average human has a strength of 10 and you both have a strength of 14, they're like, we can't let our guard. Like, one of them got freaked out by a tick and turned around for a second and died. Like, it's like, ugh. And that's like, they think you're someone from an insane asylum who is let out or escaped, who's most likely a psychopath, serial killer, cannibal. Like, they're like, don't let her out. Ever. She will kill and eat you. Like, that's just, and like, you will. So it's like, you know.
They're not wrong though. That's the thing, is that.
That's also why I love it too.
Yeah.
So,
I sincerely loved playing this different, like, I did research. I actually did stuff because I really enjoyed suddenly not being strong Tig. I was just like, oh, I'm fucked up after being kicked. And I'm just like, no, I ripped people's spines out. No. But it was great. It was a real thrill. I loved it.
I'm going to interrupt because it's very late. I can see Shannon yawning
I'm
behind
sorry.
smiles. So I'm just going to quickly say that no, you know what? I'll take it after. Good night, everybody. Let's just wave. Let's say goodbye, and that lets you go to bed because it's like midnight.
Good night.
Wave crazy shot. That's
Goodbye.
good. That's great. Bye.
We love you all.